creepy people, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be doing the unboxing for the August 2019 horror pack. I am very excited. I have had this package for a hot minute and I have not opened it yet, but I'm very anxious. We are getting closer to spooky season, which means we are probably going to be getting a lot more scary, good movies. So I'm very anxious to see what we are going to get leading up to that. But as always, I am going to go back and review the movies that I got last month. So if you guys want to know what I thought of last month's movies, if you guys want to know what new movies we are going to be getting today, then let's go ahead and jump right into this video. First off, if you guys do not know what Horror Pack is, it is a horror movie subscription service where every month you get 4 new DVD and or Blu-rays, and they are all horror movie genre related. If you guys are interested in checking them out, I will post a link right down in the description box so you guys can go check them out, subscribe if you're interested. So last month, all the movies that I got are movies that I have literally never seen before, never heard of before, and they were all, they were all kind of misses for me, except for one. One of them I really liked, and I don't think we've ever had a scenario like this before with Horror Pack, but my all-time favorite one out of last month was the Horror Pack limited edition Blu-ray, and most of the time those are the movies that I don't particularly like most of the time, but the one last month that I really liked was Live Scream. This movie was so good. It was very simply done. It obviously was not a very high budget movie. It's basically just one camera shot, one scene, basically the whole movie, but I really liked this movie. So this movie was about a guy, and I really kind of resonated with it because it kind of had a very like YouTube feel to it. Like if you guys watch a lot of YouTubers who do a lot of like live streaming with games and things like that, it kind of felt like I was watching a YouTuber. Coming from someone who is a YouTuber and I watch YouTube videos more than I watch cable, I really enjoyed watching this movie. So it's about this guy right here. His name is Scott, and he is a video game streamer on the internet, and he got this game sent to him and he starts playing it and he starts going through all these different levels, and each time that he would die in a level, one of his followers would die. And I actually really liked this movie. It was very entertaining to me. It wasn't scary, but it was just kind of like, whoa, like it was just very entertaining. I don't really know how else to describe it, but I really liked this movie. The one movie that I did not watch from last month was the Danny Trejo movie that was Dead Again in Tombstone, I think it was called. I don't even have it with me because I gave it to my sister's fiance to watch because honestly, you guys, those type of movies are just not my jam. I don't really like those types of movies, so I didn't watch that one, so I'm sorry about that if you guys were interested to hear how that one was. A lot of you guys told me that I probably wouldn't like it anyway, so I honestly just didn't even watch that movie, so I skipped that one. The next one that I watched was The Hollow, and I was really interested in this one. It said that it was like very visually appealing, visually engaging, and this was a very interesting movie. I definitely wouldn't say it was one of my favorites, and I don't know, it was okay. It kind of had a hard time keeping my attention. It was a little bit on the slower end. The demon characters or the hauntedness in this, it really, like the only thing I could think about was like if Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy became an adult and really angry. That's what these little things made me think of, like the little demons in the forest. I could not stop thinking about Groot the entire time. That's just what they looked like to me. The next movie that I watched was The Mind's Eye, and this one, when I first saw the cover of it, if you guys watched last month, I thought this was going to be more of like a zombie type movie, but it was like the furthest thing from that. And again, I wouldn't really call this a horror movie. This was kind of more of like a thriller. This movie basically focuses a lot on like psychokinesis or telekinesis power, and it's about a doctor who runs this facility for people who have like telekinetic skills or whatever, and basically this doctor has a bad agenda. He basically wants to use their you know, their power and give it to himself to make himself more powerful, if that makes any sense. Again, this wasn't a scary movie. I would consider this more of like a thriller. Definitely, I would not put this in the horror genre. It wasn't a bad movie, again, but it wasn't one of my typical movies that I would watch. I did watch it the whole way through. I did enjoy it, but it was kind of like almost funny and awkward to watch because, you know, with like psychokinesis and telekinesis power, almost the entire time through this movie, and I couldn't stop laughing, but every time they wanted to hurt somebody, it would just get like, you know, silent with this music, and then they would just, it was just kind of funny to me. Okay, so moving on to the August 2019 horror pack. I am very, very excited about this. So I have absolutely no idea what is in here. It's all a surprise. And as you can see, we have 4 movies in here. It looks like we have, it looks like we have a steel case one in there. So that's actually the one I'm going to take out. No, I'm going to take that one out last. So I'm going to start at the very bottom this time. And the very first 2019 August horror pack unboxing movie is, dun, 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 dun. This is called Condemned, and it says, "Death is the only escape." So here's what the cover of this one looks like. Right off the bat, the cover of this one looks very, very interesting, something that I would definitely pick up at like a movie rental place. So on the back, this one says, "Fed up with her parents' bickering, poor little rich girl Maya moves in with her boyfriend, who is squatting in an old condemned building on Manhattan's Lower East Side. With neighbors that are meth heads, junkies, and degenerates, this depraved hellhole is even more toxic than it appears. After a virus born from their combined noxious waste and garbage infects the building's residents, one by one, they succumb to a terrifying pathogen that turns them into bloodthirsty, rampaging killers and transforms their building into a savage slaughterhouse." So this one sounds extremely good. I am very, 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 very excited to watch this one. I have never heard of this. This was done in 2015. Moving on to the second movie, I'm going to take the one right off the top here. And the second one we got is The Echo. And this is with Jesse Bradford and Amelia Warner. This is from the executive producers of The Ring, which I love, and The Grudge, which I also love. Right off the bat, again, the cover looks very cool, very interesting. It almost looks like we have like a color theme going on with like the orange and yellow, so I don't know, that's just something I noticed. This was done in 2008, and on the back this one says, "Fear and paranoia seep from every wall in this tense and creepy psychological thriller from the producers of The Ring and Dark Water. Jesse Bradford is Bobby Walker, fresh out of prison and living in his dead mother's apartment as a condition of his parole. Plagued by eerie echoes emanating from the building, Bobby's terror mounts as he begins to suspect that his neighbors had a sinister hand in his mother's death and could come for him next." So this one looks really good. It looks really creepy. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of jump scares in this movie, which I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I'm a huge horror fan, but I love when movies, especially horror movies, have jump scares in them. That just makes it like super entertaining to me. So, alrighty guys, so we have 2 movies left, and like I said, I'm going to take the steel case one out last. So this next one that I'm taking out, I'm sure this is going to be a horror pack limited edition, and it is, and this one is called Malignant. The Experiment is Real. So here's what the cover of this one looks like. We have Gary Cairns in it, and ooh, oh my gosh, we have the voice of Chucky in here. That's pretty freaking sweet. I'm just going to take it out of the plastic covering here so I can see it better. So here's what the back of the movie looks like. So this movie was made in 2013, and on the back it says, "A twisted and unsettling story of the dark side of science." And then the whole synopsis of the story is, a grieving man, Alex, falls victim to a rogue scientist who uses deadly methods to cure addictions. Unaware that he's become the latest experiment, Alex passes out from drinking and wakes up to find stitches across his chest and a gruesome video showing a murder. Now he must confront the scientist and overcome his terrifying treatments or face the ultimate horror. Oh my god, this one actually sounds really freaking good and really entertaining. So we had Brad Dourif in it, who, if you guys don't know, is the voice of Chucky in all of the original Child's Play movies. Again, never heard of it. So we're like 2 months in a row where we're getting movies that I've never seen or heard of before. All right, and then we have one movie left, which is of course the Steelbook Blu-ray. And this one is a Brad Pitt movie, and this is World War Z. And I have definitely heard of this movie. This is the unrated version, and I think I might have seen this movie before, like many years ago, and I'm pretty sure this is a zombie movie, and it's kind of cool that we have the steelbook. This is a very mainstream movie. I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this right now have seen this movie, and I'm almost like dead ass positive that I've seen this before. Former United Nations investigator Gary Lane, who is Brad Pitt, is in a race against time to save both his family and the world from a pandemic that is toppling governments and threatening to destroy humanity itself. And David Denby from The New Yorker calls World War Z the most gratifying action spectacle in years. So super excited to watch this movie again. Alright guys, and these are all of the horror pack movies that we got for the month of August. Let me know down in the comments, have you guys seen any of these movies? Were they good? Am I going to like them? Which one was your favorite? I would love to know. We can start a little conversation down in the comments. Again, thank you so much to Horror Pack for sending me these horror packs every month. I absolutely love them. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to go down, give me a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to go down and subscribe to my channel. If you are new here, I do upload every 3 to 4 days on this channel. But as always, I will see you guys very soon in my next video. I love you, and as always, stay creepy. I love you guys. Bye!